That's a putt that you really will only see a lot on
and
the
a
touring
beautiful
pros.
deuce there.
Nice by Board. Picked up that stroke.
He's smiling.
Let's see if Terry can keep pace with this putt.
And he does. You saw the pros smiling out there. I mean, disc golf, no matter what the pressure, everybody's still having a good time. It's great to be out there.
It's true. It's true.
Solid dead center chains there.
So they get their pars to finish up on this hole, and Nate will putt out for his 3. So things are going to tighten up just a little bit here. And from that lead group, we see between Ken and Nate, there's only a 3-stroke difference, but we're
going to go to break right now, John. We'll be right back. And we're back, John. Basket 18, 468 feet, par 5 with a great backdrop of Philadelphia, Center City.
This could be one of the most challenging holes on the course because it really is like a serpentine fairway. It bends to the left, it bends to the right, and with 468 feet between the pin and the basket, they're going to have finesse and power off the tee here. But I think the most important thing on this hole, Carl, is that they need some strategy and they need to execute because we are getting down to the last few holes here. So
absolutely.
Steve is really being challenged this year. You can see the weather has just been fantastic. We really lucked out on this day. It was not.
Oh, he caught a little tree there at the end.
He did. He did. And you can see he's not happy about it because I think Steve senses a little bit it's slipping away from him a little bit right here.
John, you can see on a hole like this, placement is everything when you're throwing.
That's the key. You know, as the disc technology really advances and these players can throw far, I think course designers are looking more at these kind of holes because now you just want to grip it and rip it, as they say.
Right.
You really are looking for placement, Carl, so that's a great observation.
A nice forehand throw there by Mr. Brenster.
A
little to the left.
That forehand technique, it's a little bit different because as the fairway bends to the right, you can see the natural flight of the disc now is to the right with that forehand throw, for right-handed players, of course. Ken had a little bit better result than Steve did. Ford's going to go with the backhand, though. Try to use some understable plastic. And
oh, just catches one of those guardian trees down the center.
Nate is really hugging the right side of that fairway, so this is a big shot for him because his lead is dwindling.
Oh, I thought a skip would get him to the basket, but he caught the base of the tree on the left side.
This really is a challenging hole. Terry is almost in perfect position on this hole, right down the middle. And
oh, he was
nuts by.
Thought he was going to hit the tree, but he slid through. And he's pretty happy with that result.
2 strokes off last round.
It's a big putt for Nate here. Third shot on this par 5.
Just off the left edge of the basket.
You know, that's like rimming the cup in ball golf. And look who we have here.
We're getting a view of Nick Schneider here.
Nick is really charging, and let's see what it ends up here. We got Ken. This is a big putt for Ken, too, because he's still in contention.
Great focus on that one, and that one went dead center in.
I love that technique. That up and down technique is really only the most advanced pros are using that technique. Right. Nate putts out. He's feeling the heat a little bit with that sigh of relief to get this hole done with.
And let's look at Nick Schneider here on basket 19, see if he can finish this one out.
I think Nick is really feeling it right now, and he senses that some big things are happening because he knows this course well. I don't know if he's getting any reports of the group behind him, but he is definitely feeling the heat. And look at this.
We got a tie here, John.
With that last putt, Nick has evened up the score here between Nick and Nate, but there still are a few more holes left.
It's close, John. Everybody's got a shot. All right, we're on basket 19, 356 feet, a par 4.
This is a tough hole. This is a hole that bends to the right out of the chute, and you can see the players using that Anheuser tip of the disc, and that is where you do not want to end up on this hole.
John, lots of wood to navigate around to get to where you want to be.
This is one of the most challenging holes on the traditional course, the Sedgley course, and it's a really hard hole. And especially for players who don't know the course as well, disc selection means so much here, and
there's a
height of the throw means so much here. Now Steve should know exactly how to play this hole. You can see Steve did not take a run up.
No, and he didn't overpower that one, John. Got great placement on his shot.
It's pretty good. He's on the left side of the fairway, a little bit of the rough there, but he's going to have a good approach shot here. And Nate, who now knows that he needs some big shots, and that is not going to help his cause at all right there. So no one got away cleanly off the tee on this hole 19. So I always say this is where the pros, the best pros, are separated. How do they play out of the rough? I mean, we could all play out of the middle of the fairway. How do they play out of the rough? And that looks like it snuck under the tree there,
Look back
Carl.
at Nick Schneider. Look at this putt. He's gunning it.
Nick is making a big-time run. Nate's on his third shot here. Needs to get this close.
This is a good distance putt here. Just behind.
It's a tough play. You can see that wood there.
You don't want to go past that, John.
Exactly. Behind
right
that wood there, there's a big drop-off, and that could add another stroke. And at this point in the tournament...
Wow, that was a high, nice jump putt, just short. Oh, just off the top nubs, a little roll away. Oh, and I think he, I don't know how far he went down.
That's the problem we're talking about with that slope right behind the basket here. There's a big tough from Terry right in the middle of the shrubs.
And that's a nice putt, and he's happy about that one.
Terry's coming on strong here. He's really feeling it, making some good shots.
Spring and a step. That was an interesting finish on the putt there. I don't know if I'd throw it like that, John.
I think he's a little frustrated, but it looks like Nick now has taken the lead. He is one group ahead of us, but on stroke-wise, he has taken the lead now.
Excitement in Philly, folks. Here we are on basket 20, 289 feet, a par 3.
This is a challenging hole too, because there's a branch that lays over the top of the fairway right out of the chute, and this is a little bit of a safari hole for the regular Sedgley course.
And you can see how close you play that dip underneath the tree that's over the fairway there.
This hole really takes a lot of mental toughness because they say block out the tree, but it's almost impossible to block that thing out.
I know.
But Steve got through real nice there.
Basket's just to the right of where he landed.
Clean flight. That's exactly what he was looking for.
Right down the middle.
Oh, that's a beautiful throw. Ken came all the way from California to compete in this event. It's what a pleasure having him. He is a great player. He is an up-and-comer.
John, so far the pros are all clean through there. Nobody's hit that daunting tree humped over the fairway.
No, they're good enough to get past that tree. It's what happens after they get past that tree that matters. That was bored, and it looks like on his third shot now, this is going to be a big shot for him to stay in contention.
Wow, what a putt.
You really can see what these pros are capable of, Carl. What talent.
Nice.
This is for a 2 for Nate, and this will be a big shot for him.
But he's down on one knee and stretched out. Oh, and just off to the side.
He may not know that Nick Schneider has come all the way back, so, but